Nicholas Light has come out with an apology video regarding the One Punch Man incident, but the title of this video is probably something like My Honest Thoughts About Nicholas Light, the truth about Nicholas Light. And I'm not trying to twist this into making it about me. No, I'm not delusional enough to think that this is all about me. But I think that my words and opinions matter when it comes to this guy, because I don't think there is anyone else on YouTube that has farmed this guy and try to actually understand him for who he is throughout the last couple of years. Here's a proof if you don't trust me. I typed Nicholas in the title. This is how many Nicholas Light videos that I've farmed over the years, by the way. There's about 33 of them. It started from November 23rd. And if you actually go and watch the videos, many of you probably won't, I don't blame you. I am extremely favorable towards him. I am probably known as like the #1 Nicholas Light glazer, to be honest. If you actually listen to the words and the things that I say, it's overwhelmingly biased to try to give him the benefit of the doubt. But why? Because he's always caught up in controversy over and over and over again. All of these are drama situations that some of them I do agree with how he is getting smeared, but some of them, like the most recent One Punch Man stuff, it's so fucking hard to defend. And it's gotten to a point where, you know, people are claiming that I am suddenly a clout chaser, right? I am a filthy clout chaser. I'm a backstabber. That like a true friend wouldn't do this. Here's the most important thing about this core theme of friendship, by the way. And listen, we're gonna watch this video. Let me just do my intro. Nicholas Light and I are not friends. I don't know this guy. He doesn't know me. We're colleagues. This is a job. As much as I say, this is a hobby, not a job. That's why I'm wearing a t-shirt, by the way, with the tie. This is ultimately, at the end of the day, work colleagues, work friends, working in the same niche. And like, I need you to understand that the reason I try to give this guy the benefit of the doubt is because he's #1. #1 in terms of, obviously, you're gonna get a lot of clicks when you cover this guy. But also, I understand that when you are literally at the top of your game, people will try to drag you down, especially if you're as volatile and inflammatory in the way that Nick presents himself. It looks so unfair, even though he does get himself in trouble because of his own actions. He's got so much haters that's been farmed over the years that I have literally been covering him, that people will treat him harsher and way worse and jump the gun and literally throw him under the bus. And what do? I try to actually see through the bullshit, do my due diligence, and understand what the hell is actually going on in this situation. Yesterday, I made a tweet mocking Nicholas Light's delusions about Bandai Namco has orchestrated this cover-up campaign, a smear campaign, to blame all of the hate that's happening from the One Punch Man director quitting Twitter onto himself. Yes, that's what's going on. I think it's ridiculous. Does it make sense that the producers, the executive committee, would want infighting happen and for big creators like Nick to be blamed for what's going on? Yeah. Was that orchestrated from the fucking beginning? No. This is clearly the actions of Nick that has been perpetuated over the days leading up to the incident. And I've made so many videos. Talking about this in length. I have an hour-long feature documentary movie talking about this situation. And at this point, if you can't tell the truth, I think you are literally the people defending the Hassan shock collar incident. It is beyond ridiculous. I tweeted Nick saying, release the Bandai Namco files. What does it say? First tweet since 2024, and it's about me. Figures. Obviously a very passive-aggressive tone in there. Why? Because I'm calling him out. I'm mocking him. Of course he's gonna say it. And you know what's really sad about this? If Nick actually thinks that he is like my friend or I'm his friend, I want to show you how little the fuck this guy actually gives about me. In a, I guess, genuine way. Okay? And it's the fact that your first tweet since 2024, it's about me. No, I tweeted at you actually, you know, a couple days ago. I've been tweeting at YouTube about this fucking Emiru incident that's been covered up, messaged at you. In fact, if you go here, April 10th of this year, I'm sure it's a deleted tweet because he fucking deletes every tweet like a middle school girl for whatever reason. Surprise. Yeah, look at that too. So like, I have been doing this, reaching out. You don't give a fuck about me, bro. So don't pretend like I am your close friend that I'm fucking backstabbing you. I don't know you. You don't know me. I appreciate the gifted subs that you come by. I appreciate the raids. I will never forget the day St. Nicholas came to my stream on Christmas Eve last year and graced me with the raid, and we broke through new records. Great. I'm happy. I'm grateful. But like, this is political bribery. If you're trying to give me subs, if you're trying to give me some raids in here, in which, of course, I have been responding back to. This is political bribery. You can't buy my favor. You can't buy my loyalty. There's some people that have obviously infiltrated into, Nicholas's sphere or whatever other sphere, and it's just a bunch of yes men. I never approach it like that. I always try to find out the truth for myself, and already you're fucking slipping up. How would I see it, bro? I've been on vacation all week long. I always show love to you on your channel and your stream. Yeah, but that love isn't really love. This is very superficial, just, again, political bribery happening, and I appreciate it, and there's nothing wrong with it. But if you think that I will constantly just glaze you no matter fucking what, you're delusional. I have my own truth that I want to seek out, just like how you think you have your own truth. Vacation for you means you're terminally online engaging with NPCs, rage baiting you rather than making content. You're commenting in videos that mentions One Punch Man. Your vacation during Lord of the Mysteries drama was you on Twitter 25/8 being a lolcow. A lolcow, by the way, is this. They know how easily it is to get a reaction out of you. They tweet some hateful shit at you. They're rage baiting, and you respond. If you're constantly responding to the rage bait, and not in a righteous way where you condemn them, you farm some money and laugh at them, the way that you engage on Twitter, you are a lolcow. That's what happened this summer, 3 months ago, or actually not even 3 months ago, about half a year, about in June, roughly, right? Lord of the Mysteries drama happened. Were you there? I was there. It's the same fucking incident happening again. And this is a pattern of behavior which I have been documenting over and over, giving him genuine advice. Genuine fucking advice every time. And I still choose to give him the benefit of the doubt in every video. Most people will immediately throw him under the bus. They'll say he's fake. They'll say he's overreacting. He is, by the way. He genuinely, that's like a self-proclaimed stance. And nobody will give him the benefit of the doubt due to the amount of haters that he's farmed. I choose to look past that. Everyone immediately says it's your fault. I don't. I play fucking defense for you. And you want me to blindly glaze? Are you really telling me that all the things, because you're saying he doesn't watch my fucking videos. If he truly was my friend, if he truly saw me as a genuine person, he would actually take the fucking time to watch some of these videos where I go and do some crazy level of PR coverage campaigns. Type 1 in chat if you guys think that I am probably the most biased content creator for Nicholas Light, excluding obviously Chibi Reviews and other people who are a bunch of fucking yes men that will glaze no matter what. Type 1 in chat if you have been here over the years, constantly, over and over. People, this is how people think. By the way, obviously this is my chat, but let me show you something else. Even in these videos, right, where I cover Nicholas Light happening, look at comments like this. Nah, this is a video, by the way, from the Chibi covering up. And people are shocked. We know why they're shocked? Not shout out to Hassan's dog. Now I respect Kaka so much. I saw quite few videos defending Nick, and I always thought he'd forever defend him no matter what, because Nicholas would shout him out, and that inherent approval from that giant channel would not allow him to ever be unbiased. But he somehow truly doesn't give a fuck. Very cool. There are other comments in here shocked that like, holy shit, I thought you're Nicholas's #1 fucking lapdog. I thought you would do anything. No. When he's in the right, I'll say he's right. When he's in the wrong, I'll say he's wrong. I'm my own individual person, and motherfuckers from his community, which I don't blame, by the way. I would never blame the actions of unhinged schizos in any community, because once you get to a certain size, it's impossible to moderate them. But there are claims of I am clout chasing, that I'm a backstabber. Do you know if I was a true clout chaser, what I would do? I would be the face of the campaign that hates Nicholas Light. I would dig into all the fucking private tweets, all the fucking private information that he should have never made public, that all these haters are dragging out. Incidents that's happening from 2022. Allegations of stuff that I don't want to mention. I've seen it. I've seen the receipts. Do you know why I don't go into that? Because that's crossing a fucking line. Because I actually still choose to believe that you can be a good person and that you're just simply just so fucking warped and radicalized by all the hate happening, and you don't know how to take care of your mental health. And that's why I choose to go easy on you. If you really think that I want to clout chase, I would never give you the benefit of the doubt. If I wanted to clout chase, this is what I would do, by the way. Mad lad of culture. Look at this bald, ugly motherfucker, bro. In this video, there is a channel that literally is fucking harassing small creators after buying subs and views. This fucking fraud of a fucking YouTube. I do an analysis breaking this shit down of why this fucking balding ugly fuck is actually buying subs, buying views, fraud to make him feel important, and then shits on other small creators. There is no fucking benefit of the doubt there. I would crucify you like that. I will nail you into a cross and fucking play fucking White Room soundtrack and just end you. That's what I would do. You know why I don't do that? Because I'm not a fucking clout chaser. Everybody does clout chase to the point. But I think, and that's the nature of business, but there are lines to not cross, and I choose not to cross that line because I am your number one fucking defender, not these other fucks that literally just glaze you, right? Again, let me bring you this thumbnail. This dude, I don't think Chibi is a genuine friend. And I have nothing personal against Chibi. I think he's caught up and he's too scared to speak up. He is a lapdog. He's bought out. Because of their delusion of friendship, he's compromised and can't objectively. But here's the thing. I think that true friends would hold each other accountable. A true friend wouldn't go out and just say, yes, I'm going to enable all your shitty behaviors that got you into the problem. What the fuck? That's like telling an alcoholic, hey man, keep drinking. There's nothing wrong with you, keep drinking. That's what the yes men do. They blindly glaze because those are the true clout chasers. They're too scared to go against you of the negative feedback that's gonna happen from your communities. I don't give a fuck about that shit because I see you as a real person. Many people latch onto you because you're number one. They want that fucking fame. They are desperate for the viewership. I see you as a real human being. Because this is dumb drama at the end of the day. But you really think at this point that like I am not favorable towards you? You're fucking delusional. I am constantly trying to give you advice over and over again. And I still don't think I'm your friend. I'm not your genuine friend. But if I were your genuine friend, this is, I think, how they should behave. To actually call out the shitty behavior that got them to this fucking situation that they keep fucking doubling down on. And here's another thing too for the fucking clout chasing thing. Do you really think that your audience and my audience has any significant overlap? You are the Mr. Beast of fucking anime reactions. Your audience, when they fucking see my video, they get filtered out in the first 5 seconds. Do you know why? Because I'm forming a sentence that's longer than 3 seconds and I'm yapping. Our audience could not be any more fucking different. You farm the hype Andys, and there's nothing wrong with that. I think it takes skill and talent to be able to do these over-exaggerated reactions to actually, not everyone can just scream and yell and actually build an audience. It does take skill, and there's nothing wrong with that. But if you genuinely think that I'm clout chasing off of you, trying to leech off of viewers, your viewers and my viewers could not be any more fucking different. You're like Mr. Beast, fucking XQC, whatever, and I'm like fucking discount Asian Asmongold just yapping. It's so different. And here's the other thing too. The negative clout chasing, I think that you have a significant amount of haters that I could be utilizing to my fucking advantage. You know why I don't do that? Because I genuinely care about you. Not as a friend, but as a human being, I see that. Because if I were to take advantage of all these different schizos online that is literally fucking tweeting at me with receipts from 2022 of incident that has nothing to do with it, actual character assassinations, you know, depicting your marriage and other people's private business, that's disgusting. And if I were to campaign off of that, yeah, it'd be short-term gains. I'm sure the drama videos would go up. Would they actually be genuine viewers to watch my content afterwards? No. Because drama content, when you get on, it's cheap fucking views. They don't translate or convert into real fucking view. And on top of that, it's stupid business-wise. And on top of that, I don't believe in those things. I choose to believe that you're a good fucking person. So I hope that I have painted a picture in this literally reaching 14-minute fucking, you know, intro of what kind of person I am, my personal experience with Nicholas Light. And here's my take. I think that he was involved in the director going off Twitter. It's funny to me when people claim like the director killed himself. Bro deleted his Twitter account. And motherfuckers are writing articles saying this is the end of the One Punch Man Season 3 director's career. This is over. I think that the average person won't even know his fucking name. To say that his name is like tarnished in the industry, the average person didn't even know what a fucking production committee is. Rather, know the actual director's name. Name me 5 JC staff anime. Name me the director of One Punch Man Season 2. You probably can't. And if you can, you are an insignificant, sweaty audience that does not represent the greater mass of the average consumer. I think that the timeline in which Nick made this video, where he literally positions himself as a victim and misinterprets the director's tweet as hostility. The tweet, when I read the tweet, it comes off of him saying, I'm so sorry. I'm so apologetic of the fans being upset and us not living up to your dreams, your expectations. Nick reads this and gets fucking frustrated thinking that the director is attacking him perhaps. That's what the title suggests. That's what the thumbnail suggests. Is it clickbait? Everything is just clickbait and just fucking conjecture, right? How convenient. And then what happens? You have him antagonizing this tweet saying, fucking director anger at Bandai Namco. And you know what? You're right. We should be directing that at Bandai Namco. But there is a series of tweets that comes out later on of Shin Nagai saying, in the tweet that literally happens before he literally fucking deletes it, right? What is it? Let's go over here, right? Is it this video where he shows the fucking tweet of how the director, ended himself? Right over here, right? I have a few unfortunate news. There are a few people amongst my followers pretending to be allies, but are actually engaging in rage baiting, so I decided to delete my account. Their actions, such as taking my statements out of context, trying to elicit comments to violate NDAs, turning them to profit. That sounds to me that he is aware of Nicholas Light's video. That the violating of the NDA is about being rage baited into saying something against fucking production committee publicly, which is fucking terrible to do because you get actually assassinated then. Shibi is obviously not going to say anything about this and blames the Sakuga board. Of course he would. Why wouldn't he? He has drama with them. And you know what? They're probably part of the problem too. This isn't just Nick's fault. This isn't just the Sakuga board's fault, but it's funny to me how Chibi will not even mention Nick here because obviously he's compromised. And other things too that suggest why I think that he is part of this. Well, look at this. After he misinterprets it, what happens? You have his fucking schizo haters going out, replying to the director that what? There is a guy making videos about you, bro. It ain't good. And yeah, you know what? This is indirect reference. They never mention Nicholas Light's name. For sure they don't. But what do you think is going on here? Why would Nick pull out this guy? Because this is a fucking terminal hater. Again, this is the issue. 1 second. The issue with Nicholas Light is that he's always fighting two wars at the same time. The first war has to do with like actual like organic haters. Not organic haters. Actually, like for example, in this situation, it's like the organic One Punch Man outrage fans. The people are upset with them due to what happened to One Punch Man. But again, there's a separate group of people who are just his haters that is waiting for any opportunity to slander him. And where do those haters come from? He has been farming them through negative engagements over and over again throughout the years. How do I know that? I've been fucking farming these videos, documenting, saying it's gonna get worse, it's gonna get worse, it's gonna get worse. In the summer when I said this is gonna get worse, did he listen? No. He doubles down, triples down, and it's like, yeah, I guess you don't take my word seriously at all, huh? It doesn't matter, you don't have to, but it's like, goddamn, what a fucking waste of time. So when you have a hater that is going in whispering things specifically about Nicholas Light indirectly at him, and then when you have, what else is there? There is basically a tweet where, where is this? There's a tweet in which we see, here it is. I want to show you the actual like response of like him saying, who the fuck is this guy? Where is this? Come on, my flow of thought. Come on, we're doing good right over here. After Nick antagonizes the director, the day after, he literally tweets out, I don't even know who this fucking guy is. Why am I supposed to have sent a message? So now you have literal direct reference of the director saying that I don't know who this guy is. He's specifically, indirectly, not specifically, he's indirectly mentioning him. And this all adds up. The timeline of which when Nick made the video, of when the director was made aware of the video, the responses that comes specifically with the logic of breaking NDA and rage baiting, it all makes sense. So at this point, with all this dots in the graph, you're telling me that Nick has no involvement in it? Is it just a vibration collar, guys? Does the tape exist or not? We'll never be sure, right? Because bullshit like this, it's all about just assumptions of just spectrum. Until the director specifically mentioned them, it's really hard. But we're like at 90%. It's the Hassan shock collar incident. And I do think that Nick was specifically part of the problem, which was not only the problem. I think that this had to play into Shinpai Nagai actually deleting the Twitter account as like the last straw that broke its back. There are so many other schizos, domestic influence too, by the way, actual Japanese people sending hate and complaints at him. I think that Nick made a mistake. There was a language cultural barrier and jumped the gun because he saw a moment of virality. He saw the clout that's able to be farmed from this. It blew up in his face. Even though he has good intent and says to blame the production committee and not JC staff, it doesn't matter. Do you know why? Because days leading up to this, he didn't even know what a fucking production committee was. All all he has said over and over again is JC Staff Animator, you know, what was it? There was a video in which there was a fan animation reaction where he was watching some other fight. And I think that's the one that Sinchi brought up, where he was clowning that the fan animators would do better and that JC Staff, you know, suck. And you know what? 1 second. At that point, he was unaware. At that point, Nick was unaware of what he was saying. And later on, he became educated about the production committee. So he changed his stance. And I think that that's good. That's great. But damage has already kind of been done with morbid rabbit fans that's going to hear whatever fucking things that Nick says. And that's why you got to be so careful when you have such a big platform. And obviously, that's going to add on to the fire. And after that, Nick changes his stance and says, blame the production committee, which I agree with. This video is so confusing because he says so many good things. That's true. But the actions contradict. What are the actions? Stuff like this. Why does he go in and fucking heart random fucking comments that is like shitting on the director in that fucking video itself? Right? And I do the benefit of the doubt that maybe he just didn't read the comments. Hard for me to believe that because he's constantly fucking chronically online, reading every fucking Twitter, you know, comment, engaging with random NPCs over and over again. But like, what do you think is actually going on? I still would say, you know what? Sure. Maybe it's a mistake. Maybe he just hardened the comments blindly without knowing in order to just appease his fans. Maybe. But this is the benefit that I give him, right? Over and over. So at this point, the actions seem to contradict what he is saying. It's such a confusing message. The hentai claim, obviously, even if he doesn't mean to shit on him or discredit him, and he says he's a hentai director, no discredit. But that's like saying, no offense, but you're a fat retard. Don't take offense. It's like, it doesn't really matter if your intent was there or not because the outcome doesn't change. You discredit him by using a word that's derogatory to reduce him to this specific type of animator, which is also false, by the way. Many people have worked in the hentai industry and have actually made amazing animes, like in the Monogatari, for example, the Monogatari director. But again, these things don't help to paint a picture of him, you know, actually trying to help the situation out. And crazy haters are going to drag this shit and put it onto flames and make it worse and worse. So what do? Do I then jump and pour gasoline into the fire and drag all the fucking personal shit, all the character assassination that I could use to further my points? No, because I think that's bullshit. I think that's way too much. I think that Nick is way too tense and there's so much targets on his back due to the way that he presents the content. I think he made a mistake here in the heat of the moment and jumped the gun, and there was a cultural language barrier. The actions that he's making is fucking fumbling. It's not helping. It's making it actively worse. Whether or not he is aware, he is rage baiting because people are upset and baited by the inflammatory outrage that Nick presents. But again, it's a persona, right? It's all just part of the gig. But how convenient of an excuse is that? And now we have this shit exploding in his face where even though the words that he says in the video is true, people won't believe him. That's where it is. I think he's part of the problem. Not all of it. And I think the hate that he's getting is way over exaggerated. And all he would have to do is this simple. All he would have to fucking do is this. Admit that you misinterpreted the tweet and that you jumped the gun. Admit that like you had a moment of vulnerability, that you're constantly, you know, the target of this fucking harassment and that people can make mistakes. Anyone can make mistakes. And that the blame should still go to the production committee. That's it. If he would just budge that inch, so many people, like myself, would be like, true, he's right. And then we can go on and just say, shit, fuck the haters. That's it. It's that simple. But because he doesn't bounce on this, he continues to doubles down, triples down, into the point where, what does he say at the end, bro? He literally fucking makes delusions in his tweet. He makes delusions in his tweet saying Bandai Namco is out for him. What? And you know what? I agree that it is probably in Bandai Namco's best interest that we're fighting amongst ourselves and that all the outrage that should be going to the production committee is going to Nicholas Light. It's probably in their best interest. But to say that, like, this is a fucking Illuminati, like, conspiracy shit, like, are you serious? And this is why people will take the hate to the next level. Because that you won't take accountability. It's like the Hassan shot caller. I don't think Nick is Hassan, but the core principles in which they both constantly have radicalized opinions, constantly rage bait, whether they know or not, and then it blows up in their face and you deflect and you don't acknowledge the tiniest bit of things, people are gonna take it to the fucking next level. It's so ridiculous. And I still, again, choose to see that he's making a mistake because he's number one, and that's the benefit of the doubt that I'll give him. And that's kind of like where I'm at with this. right? And it's crazy that this is 25 minutes of a video that we haven't even started reacting to this guy just yet. We haven't even reacted to this video just yet, but I wanted to make sure that you understand where I'm coming from, who I am, my experiences with Nicholas Light, what I think truly is happening in this situation. And I'm gonna guess that this apology is bullshit. Just like the Lord of the Mysteries incident, he will never take any accountability. He will simply say, fuck you, I'm gonna keep doing me, no one can stop me. And you know what? That's fine. No one can stop you from being who you are. But like, you gotta realize that your actions have consequences. It's a matter of time where it happens again. Come January, some new drama will happen. And you're gonna have increased the size of the haters that's gonna be ready to go at you with more receipts. In 3-month intervals, I have to fucking see your penis every time. Why do I have to see that, Nick? Thank you for that, I guess. But I'm trying to tell you, there's schizos that's ready to bring up your past life. Schizos that's ready to bring up your marriage. All this private stuff that you should never give. You're gonna become a target of the harassment more and more. And every one of my videos, I give you such passionate advice on how to maintain this. But you don't watch. You don't actually care. You don't actually think that you're my friend. You're sending love to you. You're just sending political bribery thinking you can silence me. Just like all the other fucking spineless yes men that's around your orbit because they're too scared to speak out against you. That's it. It's fucking bullshit. It's dumb as fuck. Let's watch this video.
Hey guys, Mr. Light Yagami here, the big bad villain of the internet. I'm currently on vacation.
Do you think that Nicholas Light's IQ...
You can't tell, I'm not in my usual environment.
Wait.
And I was told that the One Punch Man...
1 second, this video is fucking bugging out right now. 1 second. Do you think that Nicholas Light is on Light Yagami's intellect? I think he's on Matsuda's level. I think Nicholas Light is honestly Misa. We're watching Death Note right now. What does Misa do? She's kind of smart, but she's also very dumb most of the times. What else does she do? She acts on impulse and creates liabilities for Light. It's all emotional rage bait, and then she pops off. That's what happens, right? Yeah, I think Light is Misa, bro.
Guys, Mr. Light Yagami here, the big bad villain of the internet. I'm currently on vacation. If you can't tell, I'm not in my usual environment. And I was told that the One Punch Man Season 3 director deleted his Twitter account. And I didn't know this, but apparently I'm the reason why.
No, you're not the single reason why. You're part of the reason, though. It's not all your fault, but to deny this is ridiculous. I have proven this over and over again with evidence that you will never acknowledge. He had me blocked for weeks. Blocked. This means nothing. You're showing me a screenshot of him blocking you, but there is no date. There's no timestamp. Why would you not provide actual receipts? Of course he blocked you. You even said you blocked you because he saw your bullshit and he left. Like, this proves nothing. Where's the date? Timestamp.
All sarcasm and jokes aside.
Again, it's such a weak excuse. And again, I think he's deflecting. There is no fucking timestamp. I see nothing that suggests that he had you blocked for weeks. And even if he had you blocked for weeks, it doesn't change anything because your haters are literally DMing him and tweeting at him about the shit going on, and the actions in which you say, and the actions as well as the words you say in the video directly correlate to his final response in which he deleted Twitter. Like, what do you mean?
I am about to give you my final statement on the whole One Punch Man Season 3 director drama, all this bullshit. To pretty much sum up what's been going on, I was attacked by the One Frame Man community. You know why? Because I was right. And I won't bend the knee to them. I'm not.
No one's telling you to bend the knee. No one's telling you to get on and fucking kiss the ring. They're just saying, my bad for being way out of line for calling the director out. And again, I think that him reacting in his videos and crashing out in his videos telling, that this is trash, it's not constructive criticism, but this is not hate towards the director, in my opinion. Like, straight up, my only concern is that video that he specifically targeted himself as the victim of the director as a clickbait, which then the next day the event's happening. It's way too suspicious. Everything else, obviously, him not knowing about the production committee stuff, that doesn't help, right? Damage has already been done. But at least he changed the stance about it. So I say, sure, I'll just give him immunity for that. But like, to say that like you have no responsibility in this is ridiculous.
I'm not gonna apologize. So if you came to this video expecting an apology,
no one expected you to apologize. This is exactly the way that we thought it was gonna be.
out of me, you're not getting it because I'm about to double down. Call me disrespectful. I call it how it is. One Punch Man Season 3
It's trash.
is bad.
Yeah, and this is a lukewarm take. Everyone agrees with this. If you're gonna catch random schizos that saying it's really amazing, like you can always make a mountain of a fucking molehill by, you know, screen shouting or like, you know, random skits on the other spectrum. It's the same as people clipping him out of context to try to disingenuous light. Everything about it is disingenuous. The vast majority of people thinks that it's fucking bad and we're just clowning on it.
It's shit. It's terrible. I'm not gonna sugarcoat my opinion like I'm talking to a child. I'm not gonna pat you on the back like, you know, you did a good job. It's okay. No, it's...
Again, no one is expecting that. No one is even saying that like you should send the director kind words. No one is expecting that.
It sucks. It's terrible. The studio was put in an impossible, unfortunate position by the committee, which is Bandai Namco. Bandai Namco put JC Staff, this director, the animators, in that position, the chair, to
Yes.
take all the heat. And
True.
now, since the director deleted his account because of harassment, now that heat is put onto the fans, which I believe
That's right. Release the Bandai Namco files, bro. Show me documentation receipt that this is a carefully orchestrated coup onto Nick's character assassination.
was Bandai Namco's plan all along.
Retarded! Nick, I love you, bro. I still think that you're a cool guy. I like you. This is retarded. Do I think that it is Bandai Namco's best interest to have the fandom arguing amongst themselves and to blame you for this? I do, yeah, of course. It's a net positive for them. But you think that this is some Illuminati conspiracy of, yeah, this Nicholas Light channel, I've known them. Yeah. This is gonna be our pawn, sacrificial pawn. Did I tell you to make the video the day before the tweet came out, by the way? And this is the issue. If he just didn't make that fucking video before the Twitter account got deleted, Nick wouldn't get half the heat he's getting right now. He wouldn't. It's that one video that is so condemning, that's blowing everything up, way over exaggerated. And now all the haters are gonna brigade this shit and hate train on it in a disingenuous way to paint him worse than he is. Again, I think people can make mistakes, and I think he made a mistake. And all you have to do is just acknowledge that this isn't bending the knee. It's again, it's like the same shit as Hassan's shock collar situation. Was it a vibration collar? Was it tape on it? We're the schizos, right? Like, what do you... Is it like you saying Bandai Namco is conspiring in this? It's the same thing as Hassan saying the IDF, the fucking Zionists, the radical, right, all these different people are conspiring against you. It's the same level of deflection. And again, Bandai Namco, I'm sure, is enjoying this. But to think that they conspired, come on.
I just so happen to be one of the biggest accounts, if not the biggest account, to really criticize it. The director can't talk about all of this, obviously, because then he would be out of a job. So
yeah, and you specifically told him that your director is making scenarios in his head and that you should direct the blame to Bandai Namco. And listen, your words again, maybe you were too heated and don't know what you're talking about. That is literally rage baiting. To make him make a stance against the production committee publicly, that would violate the NDA. Does these things just not make sense to you? Am I reaching? I'm looking at the evidence provided. I'm listening. I'm making 1 hour analysis off of 8-minute videos. Come on.
when you have an account like mine talking about the situation, it elevates it.
Also, by the way, I think that Charlie, Moist Critical, did more damage than Nicholas Light in this situation. Absolutely he did. Charlie specifically said fuck, not fuck, but he blamed JC Staff. Later on, he said, oh, I don't know about the Bandai Namco production committee, but he shit on JC Staff there. That got millions of views. Do you know why they don't go after Charlie though, but they do after for Nick? It's really simple. The way that Charlie presents himself is very neutral. He doesn't go out and make inflammatory stances over and over again. He says something, he leaves. The scale of the video and the visibility that it reaches is way bigger. But because he's not constantly in the trenches arguing and rage baiting, that's why he doesn't get necessarily like the fraction of a hate that like Nicholas Light gets. Nicholas Light, again, I don't think is the root cause of the issue. I think he just simply flew close to the sun and it blew up in his face. But like, come on, bro.
It because of how big my platform is, which then led to a lot of fan backlash, which he was actually getting way before I criticized One Punch Man.
Yes, you're right. He has been getting shit on, dogged on. It's not just Nick. There are schizos everywhere sending him shitty things. And it's not even international on it. It's mostly, I think there's a lot of Japanese, a hate too, for sure.
Season 3. And then he deleted his account. It wasn't my clickbait of saying the director responded to me by me.
You can't say that because you're number one, that Bandai Namco has it out for you, and then say that your video that reached 6 figures after a day suddenly has no hurt to it. This excuse is so weak. No one's saying it's all you, bro. You're part of it though. Who knows how much? But it's the last straw that broke the back. You can't say you're number one and Bandai Namco's out to get you because of how popular and how loud, your message can be, and then suddenly backtrack and say, whoa, what do you mean my video does something?
He, in that title, what I meant was he was responding to the fans, and I am a fan.
You're the face of the fans that's outraged by One Punch Man right now. Whether you like it or not, your involvement due to your passion, which also, again, I think he has good intent. I think the way that he approaches it has good intent, but come on, bro.
So if you want to call that clickbait, call it whatever you want. It's called fucking YouTube. Grow up. I do not...
It's crazy you say grow up at the end. There's a clickbait and there's clickable. You even changed the title and the thumbnail because of how much, feedback you got regarding the incident. You added a question mark at the title at the end and you changed the thumbnail because the way that you represented that situation was so bad. So again, do you think that you have a part in this or not? I think you do. I think the director is indirectly responding to you and the haters that's responding to him. And the words that he's saying before he left, it just makes all sense.
Condone any level of harassment. I condone criticism, but I don't condone harassment. So if you're one of the people that are harassing the director, studio, I don't condone that.
Sure.
But if you choose to do that, it's not my fault. It's not me. I'm not your father. I love One Punch Man. I'll always love One Punch Man.
It's like, and this is the guy too, by the way, that was getting so fucking frustrated and upset. Shoutouts to Ondu, threatened the Lord of the Mystery shit, and shoutouts to me too. Remember our coverage of Nicholas Light and him crashing out at like getting rage baited by a fucking gotcha account who was masking and parading as a Wuthering Waves fan because he started to get into Wuthering Waves content and the gotcha community also just said, fuck this guy. And then what happened? He got rage baited into saying Lord of the Mysteries fans were trying to kill me. Remember that incident? Remember how the comment section in our videos, it was not our fans, it was Nicholas Light's haters brigading and saying, fuck this guy. And Nick would then respond saying, man, I can't believe you let these comments fucking, hurt me like that. I can't believe like you would do this to me. Motherfucker, you created this harassment. You created this fucking haters online because of the way that you present yourself. And if you're fine with that, then go ahead. But you can't fucking get upset at that shit. You created this mess and now it's on my fucking lawn. It's like a dog shitting on my fucking lawn and you're like, why don't you clean it up? You fucking cleaned it up. I'm literally doing PR campaigns to you. And then now, what does he say? Listen to this part back here.
I don't condone that. But if you choose to do that, it's not my fault. It's not me.
Like, this is a contradiction in a principle in a way, because now you're saying that, like, you expect others to clean up after your fucking PR and your hate. But suddenly, if you in your community and like your like outrage has influenced these other haters to pull up and then direct that hate to the director, ain't that the fucking same action that you're condemning us for? And this is why from the beginning I say, by the way, I don't think that a creator should be responsible for the actions of their chat or comments. It's impossible, again, once you get to this size, to moderate everybody. Just to be, I agree with Nick about this, but like, you can't fucking do this shit and put us up on the spot and then expect like the exact opposite. It's contradiction.
Not your father. I love One Punch Man. I'll always love One Punch Man. I don't like One Frame Man. The
True.
Reactions will continue.
And you know what? Nick popping off in his episode reaction, yelling and screaming that it's trash because nothing is moving, I don't think is harassment to JC Steph. Is it constructive criticism? No. He's just yelling though. And I don't think there's anything wrong with that. For sure, he can yell and complain and It's because he loves One Punch Man. I agree, for sure. I want you to understand that I don't think that the way that he presents himself on the anime episode reactions are problematic. He just fucking schizo crashing out for fun, which also has good intent from it because he loves One Punch Man so much. And as long as it's not a call to action or harming the JC step, go ahead. No one has a problem with that. The only fucking issue again is the video that came out in which the director literally indirectly responded to and then deleted afterwards. The words that line up, the timing of this, it's the shock collar incident.
Criticism will continue. I will not be silenced. You can dig into my personal life all you want. You can make.
And you know what? Again, right? This is disgusting. This is the issue. Once you engage, you start wrestling in the mud with pigs, guess what? The pigs actually love it. They're going to drag out all this other bullshit too. And I will never actually go in interfering with people's private affairs. Marriages on the line. Like, what the fuck is that? That is disgusting. If I was truly clout chasing, if I really wanted to captivate this, you know how easy it would be for me to throw this guy under the bus right now? I had the prime opportunity to be literally anti-Nicholas Light. But again, that is disingenuous. I don't believe in that. And those haters, the schizos, they're fucking fake viewers too. It doesn't fucking matter.
Make up insane fairy tales that I cheated on my wife. You can say I fake my reactions. Like, I haven't heard that before. Who gives a fuck? None of it matters. You know why? Because my wife loves me and my over 1.2 million subscribers love me.
And that's the thing. You are a winner in life. You have succeeded in this world more than anyone can even dream of. Why can't you just be happy and walk away and just make fun content for your fans? Why do you have to respond to every fucking retard rage baiting you on Twitter for you to slip up? I don't understand this. He says he's on vacation. Do you know what vacation means to him? It's just arguing with NPCs online over and over again, deleting tweets, and then people getting more ammo to drag your name. And it blows my mind that someone can reach this level of success, someone can reach this height in this world, yet you choose to fucking argue with a bunch of sheep. You're a fucking lion. I'm not trying to be corny here, but should a lion give a fuck about the opinion of the sheep? No. Move on. Enjoy your fulfilling life. You have a loving wife, you got a new house, everything is going so fucking perfect for you. Why would you fucking dig in and wrestle with the retards in the mud? This is beyond you.
I am happy and I'm living my best life. A life 2 million subscribers love me. I am happy.
I don't think you're happy. And this might seem parasocial. I think you're having a fucking manic attack again because your relationship with social media is so toxic. You have this urgency and need to get approval from everybody, to respond to random retards who are coming at this just hating at you. They don't care. They will never be converted. Why do you give them the attention? Why do you do this and then make more mistakes? They're praying for you to fucking slip up, and then you make and then this happens. It's mind-blowing. It's crazy. It truly is that, like, no matter how much money, I mean, look at fucking Elon Musk. Understand how much of a fucking loser he's being, bro? He's buying fake fucking people to play his Path of Exile account to seem relatable to gamers, and it fucking leaks out that he's a fake gamer because he has this desire and need to be relatable to the masses. Because no matter how much money you have, it's like, damn, this guy's fucking weird. And you can't, it's like, bro, come on. The Nicholas Light that I know and was inspired by is not this. This is Nicholas Dark. And I'm not even shouting out his second channel either.
And I'm living my best life. A life that a lot of these people that want to hate on me wish they would have lived. I want to do a quick shout out to a few names that have reached out to me, the only names that have reached out to me to see if I'm doing okay. And when I say these names, it might turn some people off, and if it does, just fuck off. Tectone, #1, Nux, Chibi Reviews, Flexi J Anime.
I'm gonna say that some of these picks are just yes men. Just because they reach out to you doesn't mean they have good intent about you. They are in your orbit to leech off of you, bro. They see you as a fucking cow to milk. You know what actual reaching out is? The countless videos that I've made about you over and over again. And I'm not saying that, like, I'm your friend, but I actually care about you. Rather than just enabling your fucking addiction to this toxic social media, I give you advice over and over again. But guess what? You don't see me as a real person. You see me as a fucking pawn that you wish to fucking bribe so that I will just obey and say, yes, you did nothing wrong, like fucking Chibi, bro. These aren't your real friends. These are a bunch of yes men that enable your shitty behavior. They don't have your best intent. They don't see you as a human being. Like, don't fucking forget that.
Hey, that's the complete list, by the way. Everybody else, I don't want anything to do with you. You know, I pride myself on not being enslaved by my audience. There's a lot of creators out there that have gathered this anti-Nicholas Light TV audience. These creators...
You created this! I swear to fucking God, dude. This level of just excuse is beyond retarded and disrespectful to the other creators. Your dog took a shit on my lawn. My lawn is the comment section. The shit is your fucking haters. You created this by doubling and tripling down on the shitty behavior, and your toxic spillage is leaking onto other comments. You cannot weaponize that against us and say, we are fucking farming you for clout. Fuck you if you think that.
Haters know I'm right, but because they have that audience, they have to satisfy them. They have to say what they're...
No, I think you are literally just satisfying your audience. And again, if I really wanted to just satisfy the haters, I would dig into your fucking marriage, bro. I would dig into those clips and receipts and voice clips and the fucking OnlyFans and all this other shit that I choose to never actually condemn you for. Because you're a real human being and I think you have good intent. It's ridiculous. It's absolutely fucking asinine. It's disrespectful.
Audience wants them to say they're enslaved to their audience. There's specifically one YouTuber that I won't name.
Say my name, pussy. Say it fucking right now.
That will not say my name because his audience hates me.
Well, let me leak some DMs. I have permission, by the way. I have permission to leak the DMs. A lot of people are thinking, is this me? I mean, I fucking mentioned his name over and over again, right? Here's a DM. No, not Baldy. This is right here. Nicholas Light. Yeah, I'm gonna leak the first message. I don't think it really matters though, because you say you could show this if you want. He messaged me yesterday after I, post that retweet about this delusion of Bandai Namco conspiracy. What the fuck, bro, lol? I get my name brings engagement, but why do we have to be an asshole now? Did I do something to you? You did nothing to me. I'm being an asshole? I'm always a fucking asshole. I will be righteous and call out the bullshit when it calls it. If, for example, when Hassan gets called out, would you consider those people assholes? No, right? You can't fucking do this shit where it's just like absolute loyalty or nothing. I have my own fucking opinions. This is what I'm talking about. He expects you to say fucking nothing. If you don't, you're not a friend. I'm not your fucking friend. You're a grown-ass man, and I am in this industry together, and we can be colleagues working off of each other. In fact, I think we've done pretty well for each other, working off of each other. But when you do this shit, and your shit is on my lawn, you expect me to fucking say nothing? I didn't say they orchestrated this to specifically me. I'm saying that this is their plan all along. I think you're still ridiculous to think that like you are involved in a fucking schizo fucking hate, like smear campaign by the elites. Like what? This is their plan all along. Come on, bro. To get the hate on the director, he's the scapegoat. And now everyone has to feel bad for the director because people harassed them. They did harass him, by the way. Why are you doing this in quotations, bro? They did fucking harass him. Don't quotation this. And whether or not you were directly involved, you are partially involved in this harassment campaign because of your videos. And again, I care about the intent, but the outcome does not change, does it? Just because you accidentally killed a person, and I didn't mean to, the guy's still dead, right? I'm not saying Nick killed him, but come on, these are weak excuses. Just gonna pre-warn you. This video I'm posting today, there's a part at the end where I talk about other creators. I'm not talking about you. You're one of the only ones with fair criticism, which I really appreciate. You can show this if you want. And Nick, buddy, after all this, I will still choose to see the benefit of the doubt because I think that you are important in this niche. Many people say excommunicate this guy. Many people say fuck this guy and get him banned. I think that, oh, also, by the way, blocked? No. So you can no longer send messages to this person. All right, I gotta clear this up. It's so fucking stupid. Where is this shit, bro? Let me explain to you what's going on here. He fucking... Let's see if I'm blocked. If I was blocked, ooh, it'd be nuclear drama right now, huh? Block me, pussy, do it. But basically, you have settings where if you're not following a person, you can't send DMs back. I don't want to follow anybody. There's a reason why the only person that I follow is fucking YouTube support, because it's just for business. I'm not gonna follow anybody on fucking Twitter. I don't use Twitter. I'll show up here and there to make some noise, but that's it. So that's the context there. But again, Nick, like, bro, even after all this, and I know that this is gonna, and you know what? It's actually better for me for you to never actually fix any of the mistakes. The more that you double down and triple down and quadruple down and get enabled by your yes men that are too scared to say anything back because they don't actually see as a human person, the better for me, actually, honestly. You're gonna keep giving me more drama and we're gonna eat that shit up. But there's a lot of different ways to get views. This is not the only way. And I would prefer it if you would actually calm down or at least have drama that's actually more fun than situations like this fucking happening. If I truly wanted, again, to just clout chase and just backstab you, I would dig into all the other fucking shit from the past, bro. I would bring up so many things to character assassinate you, just like I did with fucking Mad Lad of Cultures. Fuck Mad Lad of Culture, by the way.
But he loves me, and he says I'm one of his biggest inspirations. To everyone that loves me, I love you.
So who is this guy? Let's try to guess.
There's specifically one YouTuber that I won't name.
It's a YouTuber.
That will not say my name.
They won't say his name. Is Nick double talking right now? Is he talking about me? I mean, I'm constantly invoking his name over and over again. He sent the DM. I think that's plenty of evidence enough to suggest that, no, maybe he is though. You never know, right? But again, we're working what we got. Who are we talking about right now?
Because his audience hates me, but he loves me, and
he loves you.
He says I'm one of his biggest inspirations.
Biggest inspirations. Senshi? Precious Anime? Neil Desai? GOT Games? Who else is there? Angel Rodriguez? Shout out to Angel. I'm trying to think about other reactors. Flexi now. Flexi's on the list. What else? You in chat? Who else is there? That's the bruh? Shout outs to ED Anime. Shout outs to Nappy Reek. Shout outs to Autosave. Shout outs to Ondu. Shout outs to... Who else is there? Shout outs to... fuck, come on. Who else is there? Rice and Ginger. Shout outs to your boy Roshi. Shout outs to your boy Rock Lee. Shout outs to 3 Katanas. Shout outs to fucking Mad Lad of Culture. Shout outs to fucking Symbols on Insanity. Shout outs to Faxity. Shout outs to me. Shout outs to me, bro.
To everyone that loves me, I love you. I'm only gonna get better. And to everyone that hates me, I love you, and I'm only gonna get worse.
Nick, if you're gonna do this, just be aware you're gonna get even more hate now. And I think that this is very unproductive in your state as a content creator. It's not worth it. It's really not worth it. You're doing so well already. It's honestly a matter of just ego chasing at this point, because at some point, numbers don't matter anymore. You just want to satisfy your ego, and there's nothing really wrong with that. I do that too. But like, if you were going to be, and this is something that I say over and over again, is that if you are going to just double, triple down on your actions, and I think that you can do that, like, what am I going to do about it? Just be aware that the hate campaign and the smears and the way that people will misinterpret you, misrepresent you, will get even fucking worse in the future. So when you make this cake, you can't eat it too. So you can't complain and cry in the future and labeling yourself as the most hated person when this is an exact consequence of your actions. And if this is your big Giga Brain play, you're just an actor, and that you are doing this in order to farm the negative engagement, then your mental health is actually not impacted, go ahead. Right? You know what? You do your thing. But I'm actually looking at you as a human being. Not a fucking a cow to milk like these other fucking yes men in your orbit. I'm actually looking at you as an actual human being and thinking, this is not healthy for you. And I don't think you are pretending that like this is some act. I think this is reality, and I think you're having manic attacks. And I think that any normal person in your position would be the same. The amount of volume and the hate of shit, bro, I can't imagine what it's like at that level, right? So it's again, right? If you do this, it's gonna get fucking worse. But here's the thing, he's not gonna watch this video. I'm like, every time I do this, it's literally just me preaching to the choir. He's not gonna gonna watch the video. How many videos have I fucking made? He's just gonna pop up in the comments and say something like, "You're the GOAT," and I'm gonna heart it, and nothing gets communicated.
I have nothing holding me back anymore, and I'm ready to let it all out, like the shit I took 2 minutes ago before filming this video.
Ew.
And yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. I'll see you this weekend. We got My Hero, One Piece, and One Frame Man. You know I'll be there. Sayonara.
The fan on content Twitter will explode after this video. I give them the only engagement in their life more than One Frame Man gives them. True. They've been constantly banning the Namco to take down my channel. Probably true. The same ban Namco that put JC7, this director, in this position. Those toxic positivity fans are the enablers. They do enable. For sure. They do. Absolutely. But you're also part of the problem. I wouldn't be surprised if they're paid by... Bandai Namco, come on, produce. Bro, Sinchi's... I'm telling you, bro. Sinchi's fucking paid by Bandai Namco. Easy Court is paid by Bandai Namco, bro. Nah, give me some of that Bandai Namco money. Bro, where's my fucking Bandai Namco money? What the fuck? All I get is copyright strikes and give me the fucking Bandai Namco paycheck. God fucking damn. And that's kind of where we're at right now. It's sad. This is, again, just slot video for you guys to eat up when you're eating something, right? And listen, I genuinely do care about this guy because it's like I've seen so many people that have become radicalized and warped due to how much rage bait there is online with how much of a target that's painted on their back. And I see these type of creators constantly get shit on over and over again. Who are they? Tectone, Chibi, Nick. There's a reason why they're Nux. There's a reason why these creators are literally in their DMs just fucking enabling him. Does that mean that Tectone, Nux, Chibi, and them are all inherently bad? No. I enjoy their content, but I see a pattern of behavior in which they engage in inflammatory behavior that is so counterproductive to their well-being. They paint themselves as a victim, and then, like, it gets worse and worse. Like, Chibi's getting fucking doxxed, getting sent death threats, making claims of fucking pedophilia, incest, blah, 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 due to the way that he rage baits online. And what do his yes men do? Keep doing it, Chibi. Keep doing it, bro. You can keep doing it. But it's like, if you truly cared about their well-being, why would you enable the behavior that double, triple down the behavior? And people argue they're fighting the good fight. People argue that, like, no, I will not bend the knee. If I stop rage baiting online and glorify Amo getting raped, no matter how fictional it is, I'm basically bending the knee and they're censoring me. No, you're not fighting the good fight. You are arguing and wrestling with muds in the pigs on the fucking mud. But the difference when you're wrestling with a pig in the mud is that the pig actually enjoys it. These are stupid monkeys. Don't care about them. You're a fucking winner. You have so much success and money and influence and a position that people would die for. And you do this? Why? Because people's egos are fragile. They're insecure. Myself included. I have moments of vulnerability too when I crash out too. I try to make it entertaining though. I try to make it content. But it's like content creation, live streaming, all of this, it's so like toxic to the human brain. It's so like corrosive. And day after day, week after week, you keep getting hate and shit for maybe things that you do deserve and things that maybe you don't deserve. And it's only a matter of time until you fucking crash out and something like this explodes. To reiterate, this is the final stance. Is Nicholas Light the reason why the director went off Twitter? I don't think so. Is it Chibi's fault specifically? I don't think so. Is it Flexi's? Hell no. Are they part of the problem though? Yeah. Why? Well, it's because they radicalize their audience, right? With their bad takes? Well, I think that Chibi hasn't actually gone out and specifically said, fuck JC Staffin, the director. I think he's pretty aware of the production committee. I think, again, his name is getting dragged because why? Because he has already amassed a cult of haters that will never treat it this like genuinely. They won't do the due diligence like me. And for Nick too, I think he has a more personal involvement in the director's Twitter account being gone because of, again, the issues that I mentioned. The video that literally paints himself as a victim, even though it's clickbait, sure, haha, whatever, the outcome doesn't change. The way that he misinterprets the tweet as anger, the way that he says direct that hate to the fucking production committee, which honestly is a breach of NDA if he actually did that out of rage bait. His haters reaching out to the director, mentioning indirectly about him. The director making a response about who the fuck is this guy. And the timeline adding up. Do you really think that like this has nothing to do with it? And right over here, it's such a weak excuse, right? That like you show the director blocked you. Like there's no time receipt here, right? The director doesn't even know you, bro. The director now knows you, and I think that the block probably happened. But to say that he blocked you for weeks, no one actually knows that. And even if they did, he is aware of your content. And just because he blocked you on Twitter doesn't mean he can't watch the video. It's very weak excuses. He's deflecting. And again, it's like such an insignificant. I mean, the one thing, all he had to do, right? Again, I'm like his literal fucking PR manager. All he had to do is just say, out of passion and anger, I slipped up and I misunderstood a translation of a post which has a language and cultural barrier context. My apologies. That's not my intent. And then it would all just blow away. The haters will still be there because again, you farmed them, but it would be that fucking easy. And you would have way more stronger argument in your videos. You could condemn the haters and say, nope, I took accountability for this. And then they're going to drag some shit in the past. Nope, don't care. You're just fucking hating now. That's all you had to do. You can't even give that. How different is this from the Hassan Shah Caller incident? The fact that people are mad at Hassan is because why? You never take accountability. You're never fucking wrong. There are instances where you do take the L and move on. You gotta fucking humble yourself like that. It's just so frustrating. Over and over again this happens. And guess what? This ain't gonna be the last time either, bro. This ain't gonna be the last time, mark my words. It's a fucking ticking time bomb. Hopefully in January, the drama will less be about drama, but glazing, you know what's going on with Jujutsu Kaisen and Frieren and all shit like that. But I'm telling you, man, this is not gonna be the last time that like this happens. Link to the video. Go check out Nicholas Light. I'll see you next time.